What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? I'm Never a Dull Moment, and today we're going to be taking a look at the iFi Zen DAC. A lot of light in here. This video is not so much about this particular piece of hardware. What this video is really about is about DACs, headphone amps, how much of a difference do they actually make, because this is something I've heard for a long time. In fact, I actually distinctly remember when I was about 10 years old, I went into Target and I was looking for a decent pair of headphones. Somebody told me that he pointed at a pair of like $50 Sonys and he's like, you shouldn't spend any more than this unless you're going to get like a dedicated MP3 player, something that's got, you know, a fancy DAC, a fancy player that's going to actually make use of better quality headphones. So this is something that's kind of been on my mind for a long time. Up until recently I had a pair of Sony C700Ns, I believe is the model number on these. I was pretty happy with them, and I've been working from home for the last month, started a new job, so I'm literally just sitting at my desk for like 8 hours, and here I am still sitting at my desk for a longer period of time. But I was like, you know what, heck, I might as well just invest, spend a little bit more, get some nicer headphones. I'll get a DAC and see what it sounds like, how much of a difference does it make. So this video is really going to be about if you're one of those people who is like, I'm probably not getting the best use out of my headphones because I don't have a DAC, you know, what's it going to be like? How much of a difference is it going to make? If you watch audiophiles talking about DACs, they'll make you feel like a total idiot who's just been wasting their life by not spending money on a dedicated DAC, not having an amplifier for your headphones. And this is just the Achilles heel of any setup that you have. I've had a lot of caffeine today, so I'm pretty jazzed up. But does it make a difference? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. There is going to be a difference that you hear with a DAC. Now, full disclosure, this is a $130 piece of hardware. It functions as a DAC. It has a USB connection on the back. It also is powered through USB. It also has a 5-volt external power if you want to go that route. If you feel like your computer might introduce noise, if you've experienced that nice feature. Now here's the thing. You're spending $130 on this. The question that is probably existing in your mind at some level, is this going to sound $130 better? The answer is no. The answer is not yes. This does sound better. It sounds different than listening to my headphones right now. By the way, I have the AKG 371s. I just picked these up recently. Really like them. Great pair of headphones. Probably the best that you can get under, say, $200 if you're looking for just wired, not wireless, anything like that. I was listening to these for about a day, a full day, just a bunch of music on their own. Really liked them. I got the DAC in, and this was my experience. I listened to music. I had my laptop. I have a fairly cheap laptop, which every audiophile will tell you this has a crap DAC in it, and it's not going to sound good, and you know, anything you plug into this is going to sound bad because cheap DAC. For full disclosure, you know, when I keep talking about DAC, if you need a little bit more information, DAC is just simply something that's going to take a digital signal, which is going to be, if you're on Spotify, pretty much anything that's not like a record player would be like an analog signal. And that's your computer, your phone, your laptop, your anything is going to take that signal, and it needs to be converted into analog in order to actually make sound through speakers or headphones or whatever. A sound producing device needs to be converted into analog signal. Now, when you have a piece of hardware like a phone, like a laptop, the argument is that those have really cheap, crappy DACs built into them, and that's destroying the sound quality of your audio equipment that you're plugging it into. And in addition to that, the headphone amp in this is also going to, you know, provide you with more power. Overall, just give you a better listening experience on headphones specifically. Now, my experience of actually listening to these, I was a little bit skeptical about this whole concept. Is this really going to be the magic sauce that's going to make everything sound so much better? So what I did is I took my laptop and I listen to a couple of different songs, and I just, every once in a while, I just unplug from the laptop itself, plug it into the DAC. Unplug from the DAC, plug it back into the laptop. And I was just listening for little differences, and I tried to get the volume matched so that it was not like a total volume change where I might perceptually prefer one of them or the other. And it took me a couple of songs before I really started to hear a difference, and I was listening to Pink Floyd's Shine On You Crazy Diamond. There is one of my favorite pieces of music is like the guitar solo in that song. I guess there's a lot of guitar solos in that song, but there is, it's about, say, 3 minutes in. I think it's Shine On You Diamonds part 1 through 5. Really, really cool moment. And what I noticed is on the DAC, it just sounded a little bit more natural. I play guitar, I sing, I play bass. I've been in bands. You know, I know music, I know what instruments sound like, and I just got like maybe 5% more. It sounded like a guitar that was in the room, or like I was recording sound from a guitar. Just a little bit more. And it was not a huge difference. And I kept listening, and I've also played these headphones on my phone and everything else. Not once have I felt like, crap, I should really be plugging this into my DAC. I should be plugging this into something else. It's just not all there. I don't feel that way. I really don't. And what audiophiles will tell you about this is that, all right, well, this thing, it's pretty cheap, in the audiophile world. $130 is almost nothing. You got people that spend, thousands of dollars on just an amp. You have people that spend thousands of dollars on just a DAC, thousands of dollars on just speakers, and that's kind of the status quo for an audiophile. And yes, that is true. There's also people that are going to be saying that this DAC in particular might not match up with the pair of headphones you have. You need to find a different DAC that's going to sound better with your headphones. So I took the other headphones I have. I have these Skullcandy Aviators, which I have had since I was 13, 14. I've had these for forever. I know very much what those sound like. I know what the Sony sound like. I have a pair of, I can grab them. I have a pair of Tin T2s, which I don't use a whole lot, but those are some in-ear monitors. And then, of course, I have the AKGs. And to be honest with you, all of them did sound different. They sounded a little bit different than what I was used to listening to on my phone. None of them were like this earth-shattering, this is what they were missing kind of thing. The Skullcandy Aviators, honestly, a cool-looking pair of headphones. They've been long since discontinued. Cool pair of headphones. Pretty decent sound, for the time frame when we had like the Beats and everything else. I think these are a lot better than Beats. But they still sounded like cheaper headphones. There were, a lot of vocal detail that's missing. The bass was not, really where I wanted it to be, anything like that. The Sony's, these were kind of an interesting example because with a Bluetooth pair of headphones, you're going to have a built-in source of amplification. You're going to be sending a signal from your phone or whatever, and then the headphones themselves are going to be amplifying and doing their own thing. So it would make sense that if you plug in, you go wired, and then you use a dedicated headphone amp and a DAC, and you're taking all of that, probably a cheaper DAC that's built into this. These are only $60 right now. I bought them for more than that. But it would make sense that these would sound a lot better. But they didn't really. I still, far and away preferred the AKGs. I preferred even the AKGs without, just plugged into my phone. I would take these. And this is kind of the point I want to get to, is that I understand, I respect that some people are going to want to buy a DAC. They're going to want that extra little special sauce on top of their listening experience. And I'm not invalidating that opinion, that approach, that way of going about audiophilia, that you want, this device that's going to make your music sound better. I get it. Where I have always come at audio is that I want something that's going to sound good, that's going to sound natural, maybe just even a fun sound signature that's, it's got boosted bass and it's got these crazy freaking highs that are going to drill holes in your ears. It's fun to listen to. I get that. But my approach is that The difference that I heard going from these headphones to these headphones, so these are $60, these are 150. It was probably, let's just throw a number. Let's say this was a 60% improvement in sound. Is spending the extra, $90 on these was a pretty massive difference in sound. And like I said with the DAC, this was maybe like a 5% improvement. So, if I were to go on a forum right now, go on Reddit, something like that, and I would say, this is what I'm experiencing. What a lot of people are going to tell me is that what I've said before, that this DAC might not, DAC and amp, might not match well with my headphones, or just that my headphones are not good enough to hear a difference. I need to spend more money on headphones in order to get my money's worth off of this. And that's the textbook example of a sunk cost fallacy, which is essentially saying, well, I've already spent the money on this, and, all I have to do is spend like an extra $400 on headphones, then I'll really get the full value out of this. But no, I am returning this because it doesn't make a significant difference in sound for me. And anyone that's in a similar position that is, price conscious, that just wants good sounding music, you really don't need this. Like barring the exception, I can understand that some technology, let's say like a Nintendo Switch maybe, or a laptop or a phone, a tablet. Sometimes the built-in DAC, the audio that you're getting out of that will actually have like hissing and noise and buzzing sounds and bad things happening where it's just not really ignorable. It's actually annoying to listen to music or anything on those kinds of devices. And in that case, I can understand buying something else. I can understand that. There are absolutely valid, economical solutions to why you might want a DAC, and I'm not invalidating that. What I'm saying is that will not make your music sound $130 better. And I think that there's a lot of media and a lot of pressure to feel like it does. And like if you're not spending the extra money, that you're just getting, like, you're not getting what your headphones are worth out of it. And I just don't buy into that. So that's really what I wanted to cover on that topic. I just wanted to make this video. I'm sure that people are going to hate this that are really on the audiophile side, but this is my honest to goodness perspective about these things. Maybe at some point in the future when I'm made of money and I just want to just bathe in a pool of audio perfection and I want to spend $6,000 on a pair of headphones, yeah, I'll probably buy a DAC for that. But honestly, like, just the amount of differences this makes is so small, and I haven't missed it when I've not been listening on this. So yeah, this is kind of my first rant video, but I wanted to get this out there. Anyways, I think this is long enough already. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be making a designated review on these guys because I love them. I'll see you soon. Bye.